Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to a review. I haven't done a review for a couple of days, so let's review the 2024 monster hit, the biggest movie of last year, the animated movie. It didn't win the Oscar. Flow won the Oscar for Best Animated, and that is Disney and Pixar's Inside Out 2. Yeah, I finally saw it on Disney Plus last week. It's good. I'll say that it is a good movie. It's a good sequel worthy of the first one. It's not perfect, though. I had some issues. The story is fine. Riley is much older than she was in the first one. The emotions are still in her head and guiding her through life. And then there's some new emotions that show up. Envy and Enude and embarrassment and anxiety, voiced by Maya Hawke, who is very overly caffeinated here and looks like a animal from the Muppets on crack, with that crazy smile and going like the Flash at the end of the movie. I'm like, I get it. We all have anxiety, but you can't let it run your life. Also, the animation is still stunning, just like in the first one. Most of the voice actors are good. There were two replaced, but it didn't bother me. Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader were replaced for disgust and fear, but it didn't bother me because really kids are not going to care who the voices are. They will sit through anything. Joy is still voiced by Amy Poehler. She's great as the lead. Sadness is the same voice. Anger is still the same voice. Lewis Black, he's always funny. Like I said, the plot it's short. It's like an hour and 20 some minutes. It's very short. I'm surprised this is not almost 2 hours like Sing 2. Bluefy, that dog that they show like in the film, this is gonna have spoilers. He's cute. He's only in like 2 scenes in the movie. He's voiced by Ron Funches. He does a good job. He's basically like Bing Bong's replacement, and they have that little pouch thing that follows them in their journey, and it's cute. It's like Dora and Blue's Clues. I laughed a couple of times. Some of the jokes made me laugh. As an adult, it makes you laugh more than a kid. And also, the pacing was good. Has a lot of heart. There's diversity in it, but that's not the problem. And there's some lines I liked, like the scene where Riley goes to a new school and meets this girl with a red strand in her hair. And then Envy's like, oh, I want to touch your hair. I'm like, again, that's something relatable to me because I love hair. You guys know me. I love touching hair, soft flowing hair. And yeah, the new characters are fine. You know, there's some problems though. There's a lot of repetition. Like there's a scene in the third act where she's like doubts herself and they keep saying, I'm not good enough. And I'm like, you didn't have to say it 20 times. The kid's got it the third time he said it. We get it. She's doubting herself that she could play hockey or not. I get it. You don't have to repeat yourself. I hate when they do that in an animated movie. They got to drill into your skull. Also, some of the emotions get underused. Envy is not really envy. She's more like avarice. You know, that she wants things. She's not like, oh, I'm envy of you. I want what you have. No, it's more like avarice. Enude is just there. She's voiced by the French chick from the Blue is the Warmest Color. She does fine. She's kind of there. Embarrassment doesn't have any lines until the end of the movie. He's voiced by Paul Hauser. And he was in Cruella. He was Horace in the Cruella live action movie. He does fine. I mean, you know, he hides in front of a hoodie. But this is more female centric. 90% of the characters are female. Joy, sadness, envy, anxiety, Enude, and disgust, and Riley and her friends, and the hockey players. They're all female. I mean, this is the month for it, but still, Pixar. I want a male character that I like besides anger and fear, which is something that, you know, we all have. But yeah, you could have had her like a boy. That wouldn't have been a problem. Maybe the third one. The biggest emotion they haven't put in this franchise is love, which, you know, passionate, romantic love. That's what I want to see next if they do a third one. And there's going to be a third one. And come on. This movie made over $1 billion. It's the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Of course, it's going to get a third one. But yeah, the animation is not the problem. The voice acting is not the problem. There's no British accents here, thank God, because a lot of Pixar movies have them, you know, and Disney movies lately. And I'm sick of Disney's obsession with the British. But it's a good sequel. It's well done. It's good for kids and adults. It doesn't get too dark like Toy Story 3. And there's no real villain in the movie because anxiety at the end is going crazy. Like, I got to make her perfect. They won't like me if I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. No matter what race, age, or gender you are, nobody's perfect. You got to make mistakes. You'll learn from them eventually if you're not dumb. But anyway, I say it's a good movie. If you have kids, this is perfect for them to watch because it's family friendly and it's not offensive. And even though it's got repetition in it, there's some issues that I find personally, it didn't bother me. It's a good sequel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Acknowledge me, and tomorrow I'll be doing a podcast. So see you then.